let's talk about some shows that we watched.
Okay.
In a little bit more detail.
All right.
No Star Wars to talk about.
It's over.
It's
Canceled.
over.
Star Wars is done.
It's done.
So they've deleted all the files that are for Andor. It's not coming out now.
We'll talk about that when it comes out.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about Miss Marvel and not the recent episode of The Boys because I haven't finished watching it, but the previous episode of The Boys with the old Herogasm.
Yep. What a show.
Yeah. Yeah. Should we talk about Miss Marvel first?
Sure.
This is the episode where it opens up and they're already on their way to Pakistan.
Yes.
And I'm like, how did
she convince them?
Your mother to go to Pakistan.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening
I mean,
here?
it's just like skip out the bits where the convincing, like, it was just her mom convinced her to come to Pakistan.
Yeah.
They just skipped over all that shit of like, Nani wants us to come to Pakistan. Okay, let me talk to Nani. Okay, we're going to Pakistan. But it looked like it was only Kamala and her mom. Like, I didn't see her dad or her brother or his fiance or wife now.
No.
I mean, I'm sure they're on honeymoon or whatever, but like
probably
her dad was not there and whatever. Maybe we just didn't see him, but he's in Karachi. I guess the next episode's probably going to be them back in America or some shit. Oh, well, maybe not. Maybe they won't be back in America for the next episode when I think about the ending, but
yeah,
they're on the way to Pakistan to visit grandma and the cousins.
Yes.
And this is another, like, they're living in the perfect world. Minus the bad guys, like, that are trying to kill Kamala. It's like they arrive in Pakistan. Everything's beautiful. She can walk around Pakistan all the time on her own.
Getting grifted by people taking her picture.
Yeah, but even then, it wasn't really a grift. It was just like, I mean, you want to buy this picture? Okay, I'll buy it.
Oh, you touched it? Oh, now you have to buy it.
Yeah, but it wasn't like that, where they'll force it on you or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, she can this American girl coming to Pakistan, I mean, she is, sort of raised in the world of it, but like, I don't think she's ever, well, maybe she's been to Pakistan before, who knows? But she can't eat anything spicy, like she can't eat anything, but she's like wandering the streets of Karachi, no problem. Yeah. Not getting lost, just shows up later in the day at home, like, I'm home, no problem.
Yeah. So, I really wish they would have slowed this part down a little bit, because they kind of just blasted through it.
Well, they gotta just get to their 8 episodes. They gotta fit it in their 8 episodes or whatever it is.
True.
She really wants to go to the train station. She talks to her grandma. Her grandma's like, yeah, you're a djinn, of course. Obviously.
Obviously, you got powers.
Yeah. So, they saw the train. They decide it's about the partition. And that's the other thing about this show is, like, I don't know anything about the partition or anything like that.
No, me neither.
Like, I didn't know. I knew, like, obviously England went out into the world and fucked everything up.
Yeah.
That's what they do. But, like, I didn't know about the split and everything like that and how it went. And, like, it wasn't even really that long ago, obviously. But it's something I know nothing about.
No,
so it's,
neither.
like, interesting to hear about.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's like I said, I wish they had paused, slowed down a little bit, and explained some more stuff and, like, shown us around a little bit more than what they did.
Yeah. I mean, they got to just get the story going, basically. So I know why they did it. Maybe if they had 12 episodes, they would have had Adventures in Karachi episode where they're just touring around.
Well, this is kind of the Adventures in Karachi episode, but
I meant like more of a sightseeing thing.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of, like, cultural things where it's, things you never think about, like when they have to eat outside because she wore jeans to the restaurant or whatever. It's like, I didn't know. And then she's like trying to eat she's like, is this spicy? And they're just like, we're in Pakistan, like
it's spicy.
It's spicy, like, come on. But she really wants to go to the train station because she saw the vision of the train. So she wants to see the train station. And her cousins are like, all right, see you later. We're not going to the train station. And it's just like, okay.
Enjoy. Have a good time.
I mean, I get why they had to get away from the cousins. She can't, like, be Miss Marvel if she's got her cousins with her. Yeah. But, like, when she gets to the train station and she's like, oh, I've got to go behind the barrier. Well, I better go incognito. And then puts her mask on. It's like, oh, my God.
No.
What is going on here? That scene, like, where she's, like, looking in the train station and then she just gets attacked by some guy. And it's like, oh, I'm
random dude.
I can detect the newer on you or whatever. And then they're like, okay, we're actually pals now. It's just like, what is going on here? But I was laughing my ass off at that point because I'm watching this on Canada Day. Kamala, the actress, she's Canadian. And the guy's like, oh, you're American. And she's like, kind of like goes back and she's like, how do you know I'm not Canadian?
I didn't know she was Canadian. That makes that's a whole lot funnier.
Yeah. And then he's like, you're wearing a shirt that says New Jersey on it. But they get into a scrap. I think that was the second Canada. Yeah, because on the plane, she was like, oh, you're talking to me now? And she's like, well, the only thing you've said to me on this whole flight is when you asked for more Canada Dry. So I was cracking up about this anyways. But yeah, they have a little fight and then it's like, well, let's take you back to the secret base. You know, where, of course, there's some sort of ancient, like, sect or cult or I don't know what you'd call it.
Yeah.
Where they're like, what are they trying to do? I don't know.
Protect people from the Jinn.
Yeah, I guess so. They're like bad guy fighters or whatever.
Yeah. The Red Daggers.
The worst. I mean, the base was cool, but like,
oh yeah, super cool.
Let's leave this. You know, like we won't even put bulletproof glass in the skylight.
No,
we don't need
That's
that.
just a skylight. You know, it's all right.
So she learns about her stuff, and then of course the Jinns have escaped from prison.
Yeah, they're in the Supermax, and they get out.
They manage to get on a flight. They get over to Karachi, and they like jump in. They're like, "Surprise, motherfucker!" And then they get the scrapping.
Yeah,
and I mean,
the head dude that she meets there just beats the hell out of all these.
Yeah,
boys.
and then he gets downed like a bitch.
Yes. So this is probably like this whole running through the street thing was probably the worst action sequence.
Like worst, like it's in what way? Worst as in like, dumb or like pointless or
it was pointless. The shaky cam was
the shaky cam is way bad.
It was like, could you guys just? And it's like I know why they did it because they're trying to hide the fact that they didn't have like, you know, a bunch of stunt people that were like super good at stunts.
Oh yeah, like what's her name? The old lady that's Cameron's mom.
Yeah, it's
obvious she's not. Like, when you even watch her running, it's like, man, she cannot even run. It's like watching, like, Robert De Niro run in a movie now. It's like, this is an old man running. Like, or like Dolph Lundgren. If you watch him in an action movie now, you can tell he cannot run. His hips are fucked. And he's just like, you got to run for, we have to run. You have to run for 5 feet. We have to record you for running for 5 feet. So just run as fast as you can. And while she's running, it's like, she doesn't run normally in her normal life.
No, definitely not. Like just even the fight between her and what's his face, the Red Dagger kid. I was just like,
yeah, that was pointless. Like, it could have been just like, hey, you're magic, come with me.
Yeah, let
me show you something. But it's like they need to have the action parts in the show. I mean, that's kind of what it is.
Did not sink enough money into the action parts. That's for sure.
I mean, the other thing too is like, I mean, they could use a stunt double for Kamala, but like she's not like very versed in fighting. I think that's part of the thing though too, is like she's just a young
she's
girl.
Just a girl. She doesn't
know
how to fight, and that's fine.
And when she does do like weird fighting maneuvers, she'll be like, oh. Like she did a thing where she grabbed the guy and did a flip and flipped him over, and she kind of landed on the ground like, what?
Yeah, so. and that whole chase through the
I thought it was kind of funny when they were on their little bikes that were like slow.
Oh yeah,
like the slow speed. Yeah. That was kind of funny. But I mean, like it was like the guy, I don't even know the guy, the Red Dagger's head guy killed one guy and then he gets killed.
Yeah.
Just by getting stabbed in the back.
I mean, that was a long dagger.
It was a long dagger. It was a long dagger. But yeah, I mean, they got to have the action sequence. It was whatever.
I didn't like it at all.
I mean, I thought it was fine. It didn't bother me or anything, but I just was like...
And my suspension of disbelief could not be suspended anymore.
Wow, holy.
In that whole scene, I was like, the shaky cam was just too much.
The shaky cam is
way
terrible.
Too much.
It's crazy how they went from like the 70s where like they couldn't move the camera, or like the 60s, whatever. It had to be stationary. Then they invented like the steady cam where you could like move and it would be smooth and like everything's smooth. There's nothing like jarring.
Yeah.
Until nowadays where they're like, put the shaking filter on the camera. Like the camera wasn't shaking like that when they recorded it. they're using a steady cam. Like, they're not using some camera where the guy's like, like shaking it around, you know?
Though that is the thing that people use.
It's terrible.
That is an actual thing. There was one, I was listening to some, I was watching a video on how they did this one scene, and they had a drill with a weight on the end of it attached to the camera so that it would shake.
Oh my God. Just terrible. Just terrible.
Shake like that.
Like a little bit of shaky cam. All right, it's cool, but like it's just like every scene was shaky cam.
Yeah.
It's just like no.
The whole sequence was shaky cam, and I was like, ew.
Like even on the small screen, it's bad. But imagine that on the big screen, you'd be like Barf Simulator.
Like,
yeah,
they'd have to time the D-box to that.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, that would shake you up for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
My God.
And at the end of this little fight sequence, Kamala meets up with Aisha.
Yes, Aisha.
And Aisha stabs the dagger into the bracelet.
Yeah, she like blocks the bangle with the bangle. She's like Wonder Woman all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And with that, she gets transported back in time.
Back in time.
Maybe?
Yeah. To before the
partition. Like the night when everyone's escaping.
Yeah.
She's like, I better get on this train that's out of here. I mean, I'm dressed in my my like Chuck Taylors here and my jeans and my whatever nice t-shirt, and everyone's wearing like a cloth sack.
She's more dressed appropriately here. She's got her red tunic and like the blue vest.
Yeah, but she's still wearing jeans.
No, she's still wearing jeans and
she's wearing her like
kicks.
Converse.
Yeah.
So whatever. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what exactly is going on in the next episode.
Yeah, this is by far my least favorite episode.
I enjoyed it. I wasn't bothered by anything in it, really. It was interesting seeing, like, the different... I mean, I don't know anything about Pakistan or anything really about the culture or anything like that.
Me neither. This was supposed to be my most favorite episode because we were going to get to learn and see a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
But I think that the shaky cam and the action sequences just ruined it for me.
Yeah, they didn't really show anything too much of Pakistan.
No, I would like to have seen more.
Yeah.
For sure.
But, again, they only have so many episodes.
Yep.
Maybe true. Season 2, there'll be, like, the Karachi Adventures or something like that. Who knows?
Adventures in Karachi.
Yeah, so.
Yes.
But, yeah, I'm looking forward to see what the next episode is all about.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll get some more history.
I would think so. She's back in time. Maybe the whole next episode is just about the partition.
Yeah, it could be.
Just a big history lesson for everybody.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, I didn't even know that was a thing.
No, me neither.
Like, they don't teach you that in school in North America. Like, you learn about the Magna Carta and stuff like that, but nothing about the history of Asia unless it's about the bombings of Hiroshima and the other place. I can't even think of what it is. Hiroshima and Nagasaki. I combined both the names.
Hiroshima?
Yeah, that's what I said, I think.
Yes, something like that.
Yeah, so, like, it's very Western focused when you're learning stuff in...
You got to learn your own history before you can learn somebody else's.
Yeah, but, I mean, maybe they did talk about the partition, but I don't
recall any
think
of this.
so. I don't think so. And, like, what do we learn about China? Like, they have the Great Wall.
That's pretty much it.
You don't learn about anything non-Western in North America, so. Then again, like, I mean, what is learning about the partition going to do for me? I mean, I guess what did learning about the Magna Carta do for me?
Yeah, I think it's just, you get a little history, and then you can see if that's what you want to do with the rest of your life, is learn about history.
Yeah, I mean, anyways, I think school's fucked up anyways. They should be teaching you how to, like, pay taxes, not, like, fucking find the area of a triangle.
Yes.
But whatever. Anyways.
Somebody posted a meme about another glorious day without using sin, cost, or tam. Let's go.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah, I was trying to think, do I ever do any stuff like that? And I'm like, not really. Like a little bit when I'm playing Minecraft, maybe. Yeah. But even then, you can't really do stuff like that. But like for work, no.
No.
And even then, like, if I needed to find like some area with a triangle for whatever reason, I wouldn't be like, oh yes, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I'd be like, let me find a website where I can punch in my numbers and it'll tell me the answer.
Exactly. So, just the fact that you know a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
I'm ahead of the game.
You're ahead of the game.
Yep. I know.
Yes, it's true.
I remember a little bit.
The radius of
the
the
only
circle
thing
is equal to the, I don't know.
It's like 2 times pi times...
Pi r squared? What the hell does that even
something
do?
like that.
R equals
That's like the circumference by r
diameter?
squared.
I don't know.
Not the diameter, because diameter just like r plus r.
R plus R equals D.
Yes.
R-ard.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, math.
Yes.